And you're not going to skip Amsterdam?
Definitely not. Definitely not. I will be here.
Afspraak is afspraak.
Yeah, exactly.
Ze was 4 jaar oud toen ze naar Rotterdam kwam en 14 toen ze Nederland verliet. En inmiddels heeft ze de hele wereld veroverd met bijna 6 miljard streams. Je kent haar waarschijnlijk van deze tracks.
Back it up, make me cock it and rev it. And I just any man can get it. Grab a girl, grab a man, then wine fast, wine slow. What's a wine pancho?
Een echte bosslady die alles ook nog eens independent doet. En na al die jaren komt nu dan eindelijk op 28 juni haar debuutalbum uit. Island 54. Ik ben ontzettend benieuwd. We gaan haar spreken. Ik neem jou mee. Ik zeg, let's go.
Stick it on me, baby, nothing long. I never regular. I be running this shit like a senator. All these niggas be ringing my cellular. You a 5, don't you know I'm a 10 and I step up them dead enough. Know you love it, sucky, sucky. Eat the pussy like a pussy. Know you feeling for the cookie.
You're back in the Netherlands.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so how does it feel to be back in a country where, you grew up for a while, of course?
Yeah, no, it feels good. We had the listening party yesterday, so that went well. So yeah, I'm excited.
And does Holland feel a little bit the same as London when you come back?
You know what? I went to my old neighborhood today, actually, to where I grew up. And no, it definitely doesn't feel the same. No, it feels different because I left when I was a kid. So yes, everything is very, very different.
What has changed?
I was saying that when I was younger, everything seemed to feel so far away and far apart, and everything was like bigger. I guess because I was little at the time. I could now see that everything is actually not that far. It's close. Everything wasn't that big. Like my house, I probably thought it was bigger at the time. It's not really that big. You know what I mean? Just stuff like that.
Because you grew up in Rotterdam?
Yeah.
What neighborhood? Welke buurt?
Yeah, I grew up in Schiebroek.
Still have friends over there?
No friends over. Well, to be honest, actually, my friend came yesterday. Betty, she's from Schiebroek, so she came yesterday, to the party.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because yesterday you had your listening party, Island 54.
Yes.
You said before that album needs the vibe as like you're on a private island. How would you describe those vibes?
The vibes, so, okay, first of all, Island, we're going to break down why we said Island. Island is, I'm Jamaican, so you're going to have the dancehall, you're going to have the island vibes, you know what I'm saying? And then the 54 represents like Africa, so it's like Afro, so it's like a mix of, you got some Amapiano songs on there, we got the song with Tyke, he's from Cameroon, big French singer. Then you got the one with Adekunle Go, different sides, a Nigerian singer. Then of course everyone knows what's popping with Buju, African one. Then we got Buju Banton as well. So we got 2 Bujus on the album, which is dope. So yeah, it's just the vibes. But I also have songs where I like really break down, who I am. There's a song on there called I Am Woman that I feel like really breaks down on what it's like being a woman, feeling like a boss, but not really feeling like a woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I would say in the song, I gotta stand tall, and like show face and be here, but I still cry like a woman, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of times we as women in the business, I'm sure you understand, like it feels like you just have so much things to do, and then sometimes you just have to be so hard with everything, and then when do you get to feel soft and feel like, oh, I'm actually just a girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, no one really sees it that way. So yeah, we have songs like that that's very in-depth. We have another song called Protect Me with a choir, which I feel like is such an amazing song, which talks about life in general. Like, no matter what happens, I know God got me, I know I'm protected. And it also has an Amapiano twist to it, which is really dope. And I feel like a lot of people that hear it say, oh, this is a vibe, but it's a message. And it's very different. So yeah, I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs on the album. And then we got We Build with another choir, again with another message. So I feel like me as an artist, Stefflon Don, I feel like I've been bringing the vibes a lot, but I never really dived into like, who is Stephanie, And Stephanie is a person that loves to strip stuff back and talk about real issues. And because I care a lot about real issues. I care about real things. And as a human being, we all go through like similarities, some of the same things in life, the challenges, the ups and the downs. So I feel like creating this album, it means a lot to me to like let you have an insight of who I really am. And I feel like that's what makes a great album, is when you can listen to an artist's album and you can feel like, oh, I now know more about this person, I feel closer to this person, or I can actually relate on certain topics. So that was important to me to have that crossover, and that's why it kind of took so long to make sure it happened. So.
Oh, yeah, because that was my question. Why did it take so long? But now I totally understand. So what made you realize, like, I can be open and vulnerable to the world?
It was just timing, and I feel like I had to go through a lot of things in life that made me a little bit more emotional and made me a little bit more soft. You know, it kind of cracked my hard shell, and it was time to like really reflect and talk about, like I said, some real life stuff. And I was able, for some reason, that there was a point in my life where it was so easy for me to really tell you how I feel. Because I feel like there's a thing where an artist can tell you how they feel just verbally, but to put it in music is a different story. To write it and have everything rhyming, but really making it, you know, that's like a real strong art form. And I feel like not everybody is there, not everybody gets there. Some people are just naturally, they have that from the jump. And some people just have to develop that over time. And I feel like I was one of those people that had to develop that over time, where I can really express myself with how I really feel and make it sound really good.
And who are the most important people who helped you around?
Oh my gosh, so many important people. So I would first start with Beam. Beam is an amazing artist, songwriter. He lives in the States. He's from Miami. His background is Jamaican. He's like a super talent. We wrote a couple records on the album. He's also a producer. For those who don't know, actually, he also did a song with Beyonce. You was on stock mode, got bros, it's that big energy. So yeah, he wrote that song and produces that song along with Alcrest. Alcrest has also been a part of the album with Beam. Yeah, my team's helped me put together, you know what I'm saying? So like, there's so many pieces to the puzzle to make this happen. Like, it's really not as simple as people think it is. And I'm also an independent artist. I'm not signed to a label. I have my own label. So like, even that alone means that you run every aspect of that business. There's so many moving parts and there's so many people to be paid. And it's all on you. So yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
I only can imagine, because that's definitely a choice that you made. I want to do this independent. Yeah. Can you tell us why?
So when I was signed to the label, I feel like op een gegeven moment. I could say it in Dutch, but I can't find the word in English. That's weird.
You're here now.
At one point, I think at a point in time, it just, I feel like when everything's going and then everything starts slowing down, you start to see stuff. So it's like, it's easy to like, you know, be popping and be at the top and everything's kind of happening. But then when it kind of slows down, you kind of realize that, wait a minute, you need a team to keep pushing and fighting for you. And I feel like the label at one point, for me, was just not the best choice at the time, because they wasn't pushing and fighting for you. They was kind of doing what comes easy. Labels do that. So that's why they signed What's Hot, because it's easy. It's like, everyone loves this person. Oh, it's easy. You just keep putting out bangers and everyone's coming and we're here. But then how does it work when you now need to start thinking and maybe there's not so many bangers, but we need to put some stuff together? Then it's like almost crickets. So it's like, okay, I got to do this all myself. So why be signed and share that part? Why not feel like I'm just really, you know, doing it on my own? But I feel like there's pros and cons to labels. I wouldn't say I would never be signed again, but I feel like this moment is to be independent and really understand the moving parts and what it takes to really run this business, because it's a music business at the end of the day. As much as I didn't sign up for the business, I signed up to I think I was just signed up from birth. I was already signed up. I didn't even sign myself. I was already signed, you know, by God. I believe anyway, you've been given a gift and your mission is to give it away. That's how I feel about music. And somehow it turned into this music business. But yeah, we try to remain positive with all the melodic side and the musicality and making everyone happy, and all that side is amazing. Business, a bit political, but the other side is great.
What's the hardest part about the business part to you?
I feel like the hardest part is feeling like you're selling yourself, you know?
In what way?
Like, oh, look at me, listen to my song, look at my music. You got to do all these things and grab people's attention. But again, you didn't sign up for that. You've just been given a gift that comes naturally. You hear a beat and you just write and it's just flowing. And then suddenly it turned into, you know, a money-making thing, you know? And because of that money-making thing and social media, and everyone has access to a phone, everyone has access to do music. So now everyone's battling for attention, you know, because if I get your attention, you're going to listen to my music, which makes, you know, money and makes everything move. So it's like, yeah, it's just that part where it feels sometimes like, please listen to my song. I don't want to feel like that. I just want to be like, this is what I did. If you mess with it, you mess with it. If you don't, you don't. But you got to go around the world and like, be like, hi guys, I've just dropped something.
And you're touring now around the world?
So I got shows around the world. I don't have my own tour as yet, but we're doing Island 54 experience tours where we go to different cities and we have a party like we did yesterday. And even when the album drops, we're about to do a bunch of cities. So we already just did LA. We want to do Miami, Jamaica.
You're going to Africa?
Yes, of course. Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana. We want to touch base. Maybe some other parts. I love Kenya as well. So yeah, we're doing all those stuff. But a tour is coming after that. Yeah.
A tour is coming.
Yeah, of course. 100%. I have to tour.
And you're not going to skip Amsterdam?
Definitely not. Definitely not. I will be here.
Afspraak is afspraak.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what do you think about your Dutch fans? Because they're loyal, like since I think 2016. Yeah. The featuring with Cho Populik is still a song that's out there in the clubs here, over here. So they're very loyal.
Yeah, I mean, big up to my Dutch massive. I think some of them came out yesterday, so it was exciting to see them. I want to do like a proper show. I think last time I came here, I did the Oh My Festival. That's when I saw you as well, which was dope. But I can't wait to put on my own and be like, okay, everyone's coming out for just Stefflon Don. You know, so that's the next step. Yeah.
And 2016 was the last time you've worked with Cho. Yes. Can we expect a second part?
Yeah, so Cho to me is a dope, amazing artist. I feel like he's one of the best artists, especially in Holland. Like, he's lyrically very good. I think we made an amazing song, an amazing collaboration, and I feel like I'm open for it. So, yeah.
And other Dutch artists?
I know Frenna. I think his team sent me something that we might work on. Yeah, who else is... I know Broederliefde is really good. Who else is good out here? Tell me.
Ronnie Flex?
Oh, Ronnie Flex. I heard of him. Yeah.
Well, there's a girl like very upcoming, Rihanna. Okay. She's very cool as well. She is a rapper, and she's very cool. She's a bossy. So yeah, right. Delisa, do you know Delisa? Have you ever heard of Delisa? Oh my God, she's a bad girl. Yeah.
She a singer?
She sings and raps as well, both. So
I know the girl that I forgot her name, and I even invited her yesterday. Like, what the hell?
Am Aisha?
Yeah.
I saw a picture online.
Am Aisha was here. No, oh yeah, I like Am Aisha as well, of course. That's my girl. There's another girl that I think Drake signed.
Yeah, I think her Naomi, denk ik.
Yeah, Naomi. Her name's Naomi.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
She's from Rotterdam as well.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It's cool as well, yeah. So you keep it open.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have collaborated as well with like many big international artists, J Balvin, Sean Paul, Doja Cat, and so on. Who inspired you the most?
Who inspires me? Oh my gosh, there's so many people that inspire me. I feel like we use the word who's inspiring you to like the biggest thing. Like I could be inspired today and write a song tomorrow by somebody. Do you know what I mean? But throughout the years, who I would say who really inspires me, who I really be like, oh my gosh, you're an amazing person. Like I would love to be like you one day. I think Lauryn Hill is amazing musically. Beyonce, I love Beyonce. I love her work ethic. I love her performances. I love the way how she's so on it and she hasn't stopped. That inspires me, you know what I'm saying? Bob Marley as well, that stands for something. Also, Sidhu Muswala, who I got a song coming out with, actually, 24th, Dilemma. May his soul rest in peace, he passed away, but he inspires me a lot. I love him because he stood for his people. He was very outspoken, you know, in terms of, you know, the political aspects about how a country is being run and how he doesn't like certain things. And I feel like he literally rode for his people, and I feel like that to me is like one of the greatest things, you know, somebody who cares about his people.
You inspire a lot of people as well, a lot of girls, women. Yeah. They get so empowered by what you do as an independent artist, as an independent female. How do you look at the position of women in the music industry? What message do you have?
I just feel like believe in yourself. That's number one. I know a lot of people say to do that, and sometimes it's hard because there's so many critics and there's so much noise, but I feel like you have to shut off the noise, you have to lock away, and you have to get good. Whatever you're doing, you have to get really good at it. That's where your confidence, you know, because sometimes people are like, how do I get the confidence? You just have to get good at what you're doing. So whatever that takes, if you need to practice every day, if you need to get up every morning and do something, if you need to rewrite lines, if you need to, you know, exercise your brain on beats and start freestyling, whatever it is, you just need to get good. That's with any profession. Get so good at it, and that's what makes your confidence come through.
I think that's a very nice message to all the girls who are watching. Do you have a positive message with all the things that there's a lot of going on around the world? And
yeah, I feel like there's a lot of pressure on a lot of people, you know, when it varies between like how much money do you have and what have you achieved. And ultimately, of course, we need money. Of course, we love to achieve. But the real testament to life is peace and happiness. And I feel like if you can possess a sense of peace and happiness with understanding that the little things you are doing is enough. You know what I mean? I feel like everything else is an added bonus, because I feel like sometimes even we as artists, we always want to go on to the next and the next. But like, how about we sit still and just understand what we have and be grateful for that, and just know that we're going to go out there and do the best we can, but that's just an extra bonus. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got food on your table, you got a roof over your head, you got life. I feel like you're so successful. Like, you're the most successful person on the planet, because so many people don't have that privilege. You know what I'm saying? So that in itself is the biggest success. That's what life is really about. I feel like everything else is extra. FunX, thanks for supporting me. Thanks for always playing my songs and being there from the jump. My album's coming, Island 54, 28th of June. So I need all your support. We got songs on there for everybody, okay? It's a vibe, it's a good time. There's songs that make you think. There's songs that make you rejoice. So yeah, we got it. My first album. So yeah, make sure you stream that.
Congratulations with your first album.
Thank you so much. And tag me as well. Tag me, because I'll be reposting.